Welcome back to Savage Showdowns. This week we will be returning to the battle arena. This week in the battle arena, per a fan request, we will have a Dimetrodon facing off against a Siamese Crocodile. But first, if you like this content, give it a like and consider subscribing. It's free and it really helps the channel out. First off, let's take a look at the Dimetrodon. Size. Dimetrodons were a group of synapses, with the largest growing to be 15 feet long and weighing roughly 550 pounds. Interestingly, the Dimetrodon was more closely related to mammals than it was to dinosaurs, despite its appearance. Strength. Dimetrodon had a bone-crushing bite capable of exerting a maximum of 4,000 newtons. I couldn't find the bite in PSI, but given that according to Britannica, the bite force of a lion is 1,768 newtons, the picture is clear. Speed. The Dimetrodon's speed is debated and poorly studied, but a few estimates put it between 15 to 20 miles per hour, at least for short bursts, and most have it at least exceeding 10 miles per hour. Stealth. As an extinct animal, stealth is difficult to determine for sure, but one possible use for its sail was camouflage, so we will assume it had reasonable to high stealth. Weapons and armor. For weapons, Dimetrodon boasted a variety of teeth that could be used for cutting, crushing, and projection. This meant a bite from Dimetrodon could grip tightly, and breaking loose could result in some serious damage to the creature in question. In addition, Dimetrodon had claws that could be used as weapons should the need arise, though this wasn't their primary function. In terms of armor, Dimetrodon had seemingly scaly skin with scutes similar to crocodiles. In addition, it may have had fur. However, a potential weakness may have been its sail, since these long, narrow bones likely would have been subject to easy breakage. Now let's look at our modern contender, the Siamese Crocodile. Size. The Siamese Crocodile can reach lengths of 7 feet and weigh 154 pounds. The largest individual on record reached an impressive 13 feet and weighed 770 pounds. For the purposes of an interesting fight, we will be matching the size of the largest individual on record. Strength. The bite force of the Siamese Crocodile can range from 2,073 to 4,577 newtons. Though the largest individual in this study was only 192 pounds, so our individual may have an even higher bite force. However, since we lack a metric, we will use the highest available value. Speed. The range of reported speeds for Siamese crocodiles range from 10.5 to 20 miles per hour on land, though they are faster in water. Stealth. Like all crocodiles, these crocs are incredibly stealthy, especially in the water, being able to swim within a foot of prey undetected. Weapons and armor. Siamese crocodiles' weapons consisted of a powerful bite and sharp conical teeth designed for gripping prey. They would then death roll or shake their head in order to tear off part of the prey item. In addition, a powerful slap from their tails could cause minor damage. For armor, the Siamese crocodile has relatively thick skin and scales, as well as bony osteoderms. These all create an almost plate-like armor to defend them from the only non-human threat to them as adults, other Siamese crocodiles. So those are our contenders, but who wins? Let's find out. Our arena for this fight will be along a river, with a large flat bank. Our crocodile is in the water, cooling off from the hot sun. Nearby, a Dimetrodon approaches the water, looking to get a drink. As the Dimetrodon lowers its head into the water to drink, the Siamese crocodile begins to swim closer. As it does, it prefers to lunge forward and grab the Dimetrodon, tearing off pieces of it with a terrifying death roll. However, as it lunges, the Dimetrodon notices and manages to get out of the way at the last possible second. The croc pursues the Dimetrodon onto the riverbank, where it becomes clear the faster Dimetrodon has an edge. The Dimetrodon runs at the crocodile, who, despite not being very fast on land, can still turn effectively. As the Dimetrodon closes in, the croc whips around to face its would-be attacker. The shocked Dimetrodon slows to a stop just out of the crocodile's range and begins to circle. Eventually, it sees an opening and runs in, managing to grab the crocodile's front right leg. The Dimetrodon's terrifying bite force and teeth crush the bone and rip the leg clean off. For most animals, this would be a debilitating wound, but many crocodiles live normal lives after having their legs ripped off by another crocodile. However, the process is still quite painful. The Dimetrodon runs around some more, starting to tire in the heat. Meanwhile, the crocodile is looking for a way to get back to the water, where it will have an advantage, a way which the Dimetrodon is blocking. Eventually, the Dimetrodon tries to grab the croc by the tail, and manages to get a good bite, cutting deep despite the croc's armor, but failing to tear anything off before the crocodile whips around and chases it away. The Dimetrodon's continuing use of its successful strategy and runs around the croc some more, this time looking to target a back leg. As it runs for the back left leg, the crocodile turns and snaps down on its face, finally managing to land a bite. The Dimetrodon panics but can't seem to escape the croc's jaws. In less than a second, the crocodile begins to death roll, and the Dimetrodon attempts to follow for fear of having its head ripped off. However, as it starts to roll, its sail blocks it from continuing to roll, placing pressure on its neck and sail quickly, building as the croc continues to roll. Unfortunately, the Dimetrodon's neck gives first, and the croc rolls until its head pops clean off. Siamese Crocodile wins. This fight was largely a matter of size. A smaller crocodile species, or even a more normal-sized Siamese crocodile, would have likely lost this fight. However, since the croc was slightly larger, it was able to weather the Dimetrodon's attacks, and when it finally landed a strike, it could use its size to finish its opponent. I failed to specify this previously, but we were using a lower speed for the Siamese crocodile, as its range, whilst exceeding to the same value as the Dimetrodon's, large crocs typically move slower than smaller ones. So as we were using a very large Siamese crocodile, I opted to use a much lower end of the range. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Feel free to suggest any future fights you would like to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next Savage Showdown.